What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing. We're back with another video, and in today's video, guys, I'm going to be discussing when you should stop investing in a character in Grand Cross, when you pretty much know when you're like actually done leveling up the character, and whether or not you should be doing things like True Awakening or Holy Relic upgrade for that type of character. If you guys enjoy videos like this, man, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. I appreciate all the support on the channel as of late, guys. It definitely does mean a lot. Let me know in the comment section below, guys, other video ideas you guys want to see. Shout out to I think it's A1E5B2. He was the one that actually gave me this video idea. So if you guys want to see other video ideas from you guys, comment down below what you guys want to see from me, you know, for Grand Cross videos, and I'll definitely make sure to, you know, write them down and I'll have them for video ideas. Alright, with that out of the way, man, let's hop in and let's actually go over when you know when you're done actually leveling up a character. Now, I actually did save a character here, guys, to know for what we're gonna do, and I have Asosa here. So Asosa is obviously the newest character that is released on the game. I have not leveled this character up at all yet, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna level them up together, and I'll tell you guys when that I like to stop when I'm done leveling up a character that you are going to be using. This is important for a lot of people, especially like newer players, because you don't know when to kind of stop, and you want to know what's the like best place to, like, you know, for investment for a character, and this is going to be the way to do it. Alright, so starting off with Asosa here, guys. Just as an example here, Asosa is an example of what you would do for a character that is going to be, you know, run on your account a lot. This is going to be a character that you have to invest, you know, into, and this is what we're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to enhance the character. Obviously, you want to get this character to the max level if possible, or the highest level that you can get him to, guys. So we're going to evolve him as well to, you know, level 60 here. And yeah, no, and then so what we'll do is we will level them up all the way to level 100. And yeah, I mean, you only want to do this, guys, for characters that you know are going to be useful on your account for things that you're doing right now in the game. If you're doing Demonic Beast content, if you're doing PvP content, if you're doing, you know, Heroes Arena content, you want to make sure that you are leveling these characters for things like that, so you know that you're going to have a use for them. If it's a character that's just going to, you know, sit in your box and you're not really going to use, then maybe it's a good idea to leave them at, you know, you are level 60. That might not be a bad idea. You know, eventually all your characters in your box do want to get leveled up, guys, and you eventually do want to get, you know, everyone level 100, SA6, True Awaken, but that's not realistic, right? That is not realistic at all. Alright, so what we're going to do then is we are going to limit break as well. So whenever it asks for you to have like certain materials for limit break, obviously you're going to go to the exchange. So let's actually go to the exchange materials. And yeah, this is going to be a way you can actually get a ton of books, guys. If you didn't know, if you're like kind of newer to the game, you go exchange materials, and then that's how you're actually going to do it. So I am going to have to trade up a bunch of these red books right here, because I actually have not farmed. So I'll have to re-farm up some red books here, guys. So yeah, we just got to get 8 of these so we can get Asosa up. And then with that, we should be good to go. So let's actually now... Oh, wait. I have to grab the UR pendants as well, because we are going to be getting them to a level 100. So we can actually do that here as well with the exchange. And so I'm going to talk to this guy right here. We're going to go to evolution pendant, and we're going to trade up. So we have the 2 UR pendants right there. So there we go. Alright, so that's going to be the first thing, guys, is you want to make sure that you're going to get this character to the max level, especially if you're going to be using this character for content in the game that is being done right now on your account. If you're grinding Demonic Beast, as I said, you know, Heroes Arena, PvP, all these are very important things, and that's why you're going to want to max out a character like this. So we're going to level him up to level 100, and we're going to, you know, give him all the, you know, enhance right there, and get him all the way to level 100. There we go. Alright, guys, so now that you've gotten the character up to the max level, you guys can see here we got him level 100. The next thing we're going to do is going to be Super Awakening. Now, I don't recommend you do Super Awakening, guys, for a character unless... you're gonna be using that character for things in the game. As I mentioned, it's the same thing. It's like you don't want to level 100 a character if you're not going to use them. If it's a character that is just going to sit in your box and just kind of box EC, then only level them to level 60, and you don't really have to Super Awaken them. What I would say is Super Awakening 1 is fair to do for every character in your box, because it's only going to cost 3 SA coins, and no matter what, as long as you own 1 copy of the character, it's not going to cost extra. As you guys can see, whenever I choose to get a high entire start of Super Awakening, it's actually going to cost a little bit extra because of the fact that I do not have the dupes for this character. I do have one extra copy of Asosa here, guys. So ideally what I would want to do is I would want to feed the dupes first. So, you know, obviously you finish your summons, you feed the dupes, and then you do the Super Awakening because it's going to cost a little bit less. So I'll show you guys an example here. So what I'll do is I'll do the Super Awakening 1, which is going to be the full price right here. And then now as I do it, it's going to give me the Super Awakening 1. Now, if I was to do this one right here, you guys see, to unlock that, I actually have to give 3 extra SA coins to do that. But if I actually feed this dupe for Asosa, so I'm going to feed the dupe, and you guys will see right here, right as I feed the dupe, it's actually going to allow me now to not have that restriction. So it's only going to cost 3 again. And so that's why you want to make sure that if you're summoning for a character on a banner, make sure you've done your summons already and you're good to go and you're completely done. Once you're completely done, then it's fine to start spending the rest of your SA coins to Super Awakening 6 the character. Only once you're done summoning on the banner, guys, is when you should be using your SA coins. You should not use your SA coins until you're done summoning. So there we go. We're going to SA 6 the character. And yeah, so we have Asosa now, Super Awakening 6, there we go. Now the next thing we're going to do, guys, is we're going to unlock the character's passive. So it's going to obviously ask you to attempt. So the way you're going to do it as well is you're going to give the character whatever gear you have for this character. Let's say you don't have build gear yet for this character. That's completely fine. Just give him like some of your gear from other characters. You can, you know, that's completely fine. So let's just say this wasn't Asosa's UR gear. Let's just say this was like, or what we'll do then actually, we'll just grab someone else's gear. We'll grab DK Meliodas' HP defense, right? Let's just grab that just so that we're able to attempt this. And you want to make sure that when you are attempting this, that you are level 100 SA6 or as high level as you can. So that's going to be easy when you do this, because I know some people, you know, will do like, will just like kind of attempt this and they won't have any gear on the character or nothing, and it'll actually just waste a lot of your time, guys, because sometimes these fights do get a little bit long. And so what you want to do is you want to make sure that when you're doing it, you have your character leveled up as much as possible and you giving them gear. Alright, so we're gonna hop in here, get this stage done, just so that we unlock the passive here. So I'm just gonna let Asosa get those merges, and we're gonna kill this guy. So let's just waste these 2 skills. And because we have gear on Asosa, it should just be a 1-bang. Yeah, so there we go. Oh, maybe not a 1-bang. Okay, 2-bang, guys. 2-shot. There we go. So nice animations, though. I actually do like the animations on Asosa. There we go. So yeah, that's exactly how you're gonna want to do it. You get that done, right? That's gonna unlock the passive. So now that we've actually unlocked the passive, we skip out of here, and we're going to be able to now unlock the next thing in his kit, right? So we're going to move on from that. We now have his, you know, his passive right there. So the next thing you guys are going to want to do is going to be affinity. Now, this is something that is not a must for every character, like especially if it's a character you're just going to level up and leave in your box for box EC. You don't necessarily have to do this, guys, but you definitely want to get the affinity outfit for the character, especially if you're missing max outfits on the character. So I'll remove my camera for a sec just so you guys can see. So let me actually remove my camera. But as an example here, guys, let's say for Asosa here that I did not have max cosmetics here. I do have max cosmetics already, but let's say I didn't, right? Getting this HP, you know, headpiece from his affinity would give my Asosa more stats, and so it is actually worth doing if you are missing outfit slots in this, you know, section right here, because you can only have max of 5. Right, so ideally what you would want to do is you'd want to do the affinity here just so that you get that free outfit that is available and you equip that so you get some extra stats. Because I already have Asosa with max costumes, I don't necessarily have to do this step, guys, but it is something that you should look into if you're deciding to do that. Now, the next thing is if the character has a holy relic, make sure to register the holy relic, or if you haven't gotten the relic already, grind the character's relic out, and it'll tell you exactly where to get the character's holy relic if you do not have the holy relic made already yet. So Asosa's I already have made, so I can just equip it, and now I have the holy relic equipped for this Asosa whenever I do get the chance to use him. Now, moving on from that, guys, we can actually move on to gear. So this is where you'd want to decide how you want to gear the character. Now, I already have gear, obviously, for my Asosa here. So we could just obviously slap on, you know, like an HP defense set or whatever the case. But if you guys are wondering, like, what gear is for each and every single character, every character is going to be different, guys. And you kind of have to make the decision based on whether or not they're going to be support or DPS type characters. And the general idea is if they're a support type character, you want to go HP defense. If they're a DPS character, you want to go attack crit damage, right? That's going to be the way you kind of, you know, manage your gear depending on the characters. Now, someone like Asosa here, if I'm only going to use Asosa in, you know, PvE, or if I'm only going to use him in ungeared PvP, then maybe you don't have to make gear for this character, right? You might not have to, right? If it's a situation where you're only using the character in ungeared PvP, you don't need gear, and if you're using him only in PvE, you could probably slap someone else's attack crit, you know, UR or HP defense UR, and it would probably be okay. But if you are deciding to make UR gear for the character, make sure you read the character's skills, you read the character's uniques, and you make that decision based on whether or not they're either supporting the team or if they're dealing damage. And for the most part, guys, support type characters are going to be HP defense, DPS, attack, crit, damage. I will say another thing too is if you're in high tier PvP, you definitely want to make sure that you just make an HP defense set anyway, right? Especially if you're in you know, high tier and geared PvP. HP defense is usually the way to go for a lot of teams, because, you know, obviously it's the most amount of CC and you get the most amount of stats. And for the roles, guys, you just want to go with your standard attack, defense, and HP percent rolls. All that is always going to be the same. So you can see here all my pieces on Asosa. This is what it kind of looks like. And yeah, you can obviously like prep gear in advance, guys. If a character is dropping and you see that they're coming out, you can make gear in advance, and that's another way to do it as well. But yeah, so there we go. We do have Asosa now with his max gear. We have him Super Awakening 6, level 100. Now the next question is, guys, do we True Awaken this character? Now, if I'm going to be using Asosa in ungeared PvP for getting my gems every single week, or if I'm going to be using this character in top tier PvP, then I definitely want to be getting this, you know, what's it called? The True Awakening. And the reason why is because it gives them an extra 1000 combat class. That 1000 combat class can make or break you winning a fight just because you go first, right? That is very, very important. You also do get a 10% damage resistance, which is just straight up 10% damage reduction to pretty much everything in the game. So, you know, if you're trying to get the character to be at the max potential possible, guys, then you definitely want to go for True Awakening. But again, I only recommend this for people that are playing high tier PvP. I know I had a few people ask me from my last video, amazing, why don't you True Awaken a lot of your characters? And the reason why is I'm not playing high tier PvP, guys. If I'm required to do high tier PvP, I will, you know, start True Awakening a lot more of my characters, but there really is no reason to do it. The main reason you get from it is that you're able to LTC other players, and that's kind of the idea, right? So other than that, you really don't have to do it. Now let me find Asosa again, wherever he is. Here we are. Alright, so yeah, that's True Awakening right there. So because I'm not going to be using Asosa right now in PvP, I'm not going to actually True Awaken this character. I'm going to leave him at the level 100 SA6. Now the next thing you guys might be asking is going to be Holy Relic upgrade. For Asosa, he does have a Holy Relic, and every Holy Relic is able to be a Holy Relic upgrade, guys. Now, is it actually worth doing for this character? Again, it's going to come down to how much are you using the character. Are you using the character on a regular basis? Is he going to be for your PvE or PvP? That's what's really going to decide, you know, whether or not you're using it. For most general PvE content, especially if you're able to clear without a Holy Relic upgrade at all, you do not need to do it. This is pretty much just extra basic stats. It's not a must-have to actually make for this character, and I think you should only do this if you're trying to invest in the character or fully max them out or try to use these characters in PvP and high tier PvP as well. Remember, all of this kind of comes down to, guys, is if you want to fully max out these characters, that's what you're going to want to do for the high tier PvP. And if you're not really worried about high tier PvP at all, then you don't have to worry about it either at that, right? And you really don't have to touch it. Yeah, and then I guess the final thing, guys, would be costumes, right? Should you get costumes for the character? Only ever get costumes for characters, guys, if they are discounted, or if you are planning on using this character right now in the main on your main PvP team in PvP. That'd be the only reason I would actually recommend doing this, because it's something that, you know, as an example, okay, let's say Asosa just falls off from PvP next week. We have a new character release and Asosa just gets bumped out of the meta instantly. Was it worth buying outfits for that? Probably not. You got to make the decision on what characters are worth getting outfits for, and, you know, just a general idea would give you, like, for, like, UR Melee, right? UR Melee. Generally, getting his outfits would be good, because guess what? You're probably going to be using this character in a lot of things in the game, and he's still a relevant character in PvP, so getting his outfits would not be a bad idea, regardless of if it's discounted or not. Other times, there will be discounts for outfits, guys, and you will be able to get outfit discounts. I know around end of year is when we usually do get costume discounts, so you'll have to look forward to that. But, yeah, no, that would be the way you guys gonna want to go about it. Oh, my camera's been blurry. Hopefully my camera has not been blurry the entire video. Alright, guys, yeah. Unfortunately my camera is blurry, but, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it though, guys, for this video. Hopefully this was helpful. This is the exact way you want to invest in a character and how much you want to be investing in a character, depending on whether or not you're going to be using them for a lot of content in the game, or if you're kind of just leaving them in your box. And for Asosa right now, I am not really using this character, but I do like to level 100 as much characters as I can, so obviously, you know, I'm going to level them up. But yeah, guys, I mean, that's kind of the general gist right there for how you want to go about investing in a character and when you know that you're done actually leveling them up. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know in the comments section below what other videos you guys want to see. And that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy, and we'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.